Hi, okay, so today's video is going to be on how to catch a horse that doesn't want to be caught. This can apply to abused horses, this can apply to naughty horses, lazy horses. This can apply to a horse like this horse here that's had actually hurt her eye. She hurt it about 2 weeks ago. She's been having very intensive treatment, so now she's become a bit head shy and she won't be caught anymore. So I'm going to use her as an example of how to catch a horse that won't be caught. Now you'd think in a stable like this, of this size, it would be really, really easy to catch a horse. Not so. So I'll give you a quick demonstration of what she does when you try to go and catch her, and then afterwards I'll show you what you should do. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, no matter what, she's going to keep giving me her bum and she's going to just keep walking around, no matter, you know, it's just a vicious cycle. Let's just try from the other side. So say you want to go on the other side, I know, and you want to catch her over here, I know. Okay, okay, so that's the dance you end up doing. So now let me give you the demonstration of what you do so that you don't do this dance. So immediately, as she gave me her bump, I put my arm out. I'm just making myself bigger and making myself appear to be more this side without losing my gap that I've got here. Immediately when she saw that, did you see she pushed her ass up against the wall? Sorry, her bottom up against the wall. So again. Okay, so immediately extend my arm again, then she thinks I'm closer to her, but if she wanted to kick, you'd be in a safer zone. So now, you want her to turn to face you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her small little frights. And I'm going to sort of make a little bit of a noise, and I'm going to try to lure her. I'm going to appear more frightening behind her than in front of her. So she will eventually choose to rather face me because so she can see what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to take a step back. There we go. Okay. Now she's interested, she's looking at me. Good. So immediately I don't need to do any of that backing up and spinning and turning to get away from me. Stop her at every corner. You see, the problem is with correcting an action the horse does, the horse has still done the action. You need to prevent the action in order for the horse to learn the new way. Because even if you correct the action's still been done, it sits in their head as a routine. Right, so I'm not going to let her do that anymore. I'm going to use my body to counter what she's doing with her body and then get her to come to me. Come. Shh. 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 Good. So the second she looks at me now, I've given my side. My side is my vulnerable area. I'm telling her now by giving her my side that I'm not going to kick you or bite you because I'm giving you my side so you can kick me and bite me if you want. Also, I won't make direct eye contact. I look at her when I give her the fright, but the second she looks at me, see already now, I can see what she's doing through the camera. So I see she's taken a step closer to me now, because now I've given her my side and I've taken the eye contact away and she looked away. So now she feels safe to take a step to me now. Alright? So I'm going to take a step to her. Hello, darling. And I've looked at her when I've done it and I've spoken with my happy, I'm not going to hurt you, eat you voice. Okay, I've taken a step closer, she's looking at me again, I'm still giving her my side. The second she tries to evade, I will then face her again. So I'm offering her my side as long as she continues to work with me. Hello, darling. Also, remember on your horse, your girth line, where your girth goes, where the saddle would sit, that's the middle line of the horse. If you stand there, you'll prevent your horse from going forwards or backwards. If you walk behind the girth line, see she goes forward, you go in front of the girth line, see she goes backwards. So if you stay in the middle like I am, at her girth line, and you take your side steps to her, talking to her nicely, see I'm already getting into action here now. Also, some horses don't like you to put your hand out to them to touch them. Some don't mind, as you see she hasn't minded, and some do mind. So I like to walk to the horse as close as I can get with my body and actually let my shoulder be the first thing that touches their shoulder and then extend my hand. I actually have a relationship with this horse. She's a client's horse. I broke her in a year ago and I come and ride her and the other ones I've backed probably once every couple of months now. So she doesn't know me daily, but I have quite a lot, I've noticed that she was a foal. So she's playing the game a little bit more with me than she maybe would with a stranger or the person that's been treating her eye. So she's proving to be not the best example that I could have shown you, but there'll be plenty more. So I'll do this video again if I find a more extreme case. So anyway, as you see, I've given her my side, I'm talking to you in the back of my head, and she is now listening to my voice, and it's my normal happy voice, and she's actually coming closer to me. So now I'll take another step to her side, staying at the girth line. Do you see her head going straight now? She was thinking of walking away. The thought crossed her mind there. But my side is still at her side, my head is away. And I'll take another one. And now I'm touching her shoulder with my shoulder. Very good. Now I'll take my hand out, and there we go. Very good. And then if you had a lead rein, oh, the head already, you could just clip your lead rein, clip, and then you've got it. Very good. 85 girl, yeah. Very good, darling. So as you can see, she's had this eye injury, and I won't let me go on her side where the eye is, see that? So I'm going to just force myself this way around. There we go. Very good. Now she can't see out of this eye that's injured, so it's also upsetting her a bit. So then now I'm at the side she doesn't want me to be at. It's all right, darling. There we go. Very good. There. There. Good. Good. You'll also find if you work with a horse with issues, if you work in a paddock, the first place you make a breakthrough with the horse is the place they'll always run to. Like for instance, I caught her now for the first time after her eye issue, you know, there at the window. So chances are, for a while, that's where I'll catch her in the future. They seem to find themselves a safe place where you had your first positive interaction with them. And then they'll normally run back to that place when they see you want to work with them again. So she didn't want me to catch her there in that point. Now she went straight back to the safe place where we've interacted before. So let's see on the side. So, hello, darling. Staying at her girth line, or I'm a little bit behind actually. Look forward. Very good. Good horse. Good girl. Very nice. What a girl. Very nice. What a girl. Darling, hello. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to fix you. We're going to have you on. So, okay, so she's getting top medical treatment for her eye, so that's not the issue here. I'm actually here just to sort out this whole issue she has now, which is because of the treatment of the eye. And I'll be doing that. And once the treatment's finished, I'll start riding her again. I will teach her how to operate in the world with one eye. It's a very simple procedure. I also teach blind horses, 100% blind horses. So that's actually not a hard thing. A horse with one eye or no eyes even are actually no problem at all. They really aren't. They're very easily fixable. So that's what we're happening here. So now I'm just here today to spend some time with her and work with her. She's a little bit traumatized and she won't let anyone catch her. So I'm going to be just doing nice things today with her. So that's why I'm using her as an example. Yeah. So I'm going to try to catch her there. Decide she doesn't. Oh, what a good girl. Oh, you're very good. Oh, you're a sweetie, I know. Okay, now I'm going to come onto her offside. Which she's not going to have. Okay. So again, I didn't want her to back up now. I just extended my arm and she caught that in her peripherals and immediately that put the stop on. Now obviously all these tricks work. The more of a nervous disposition your horse has, the more of a nervous edge your horse has, actually the better the horse actually is. I'll tell you why, because they respond so much better to all these techniques. When you've got a real old riding horse that is so bomb-proof, doesn't skip for nooks, doesn't get a fight for anything, then you've got to work a little bit harder. You know, she's a young horse just recently back. She's got a bit of an edge to her, so she responds much better than an old quiet horse that didn't. As ironic as that seems. Come. 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 Good girl. Woo. Come. So I'll push it forward, my hand, the rear. Push it forward again, very good. Stop. Very good. Nice. Okay. There you go. Nice. So I can actually walk quite quickly up to her. Hello, darling. Very good. And I walk away. Then we walk up straight onto her. Very good. She didn't look away there, but she didn't step away. Very good. Go this way. Very good. I wonder if I can just be clever. Oh, look where I've got. On the offside, people. On the blind side, literally. There we are. Shh. What a horse. What a horse. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Nice. Very good. Also helps that she's not aggressive. She hasn't got a nasty bone in the body, so she's a good horse to do this with. Always when you're doing things like this, when you're working with the rear of a horse, always keep your eye, one eye on her face. Before a horse kicks, it gives off a few cues. A horse doesn't just stand there with pointy ears and just kick. A horse, when it wants to kick, it's got fear or aggression. So its brain will first experience that, and in that, its face will express it. So you'll always get a slight flattening of the ear or a pulling back to the ear and a bit of a wrinkles behind the eye, even the nostril may flare. And then watch the tail. The tail will always rise a little bit before there's a kick. And when a horse is going to give a kick, he pulls his back leg in quite high because he wants to get that real good thump. And that does take a split second of time. So you keep one eye on your horse's face and one on the tail, and you shouldn't get kicked. Don't try this at home if you're not 100% sure. Yeah, I better put a disclaimer on this. But yeah, if you're going to do anything, make sure it's with your own horse that you know. Don't go help other people if they've got dodgy horses unless you're skilled. Alright, I hope this helped a little bit. Thank you very much.